Hello. Hello, everybody. Here we are, just the two of us. Emergency. How's it going, doll? Ooh, you're the first one today. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Ethel. Uh, how's it going, everybody? Whoa, what a day. What a day. I got a treat for you, my little chaos. I love you, honey. I love you so much. I'm doing good, Miss Kitty. Kimberly. Hi, honey. Nice to see ya. Oh, we got a treat today for y'all. I mean, a treat today. I love you too, baby. I love you too. We'll wait for a few people to get in here. Ethel, how you doing? Mariska, Queenie. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you came in. Thank you. My gosh, guys. Ash, how are you, honey? Today, folks, is Troll Thursday. Troll Thursday, I'm here to tell you. Evelyn, I love you too, Mariska. Oh, honey, have a good day at work. Oh, I'm a school supply junkie. Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, stay out of that heat. I am very fortunate. Today is a beautiful day here. The last 3 days have been pure hell. They've been really hot. So it's kind of hard for you to get to breathe, right? Trouble Thursday, that's right. It's Troll Thursday, folks. They are open court. I'm 3 away from 760. Well, everybody go in there and hit the subscribe button to Emergency Vehicles. Great channel. There's another one, good channel, Harley's Review. Hi, Harley. How you doing? How did that go? How did your review go? I hope it went okay. I'm good now, but it ain't bedtime yet. I hear ya. But I hate to correct you. Look at the spelling of my name. Cuny. It's Queenie. I do not care, but there's Queenie that's all love you, Uber. Oh, okay, honey. No. Okay, I'm sorry. There's Tabby Cat. Beth. No, absolutely none, honey. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. I'll just call you Cutie. Cutie. Quinn. I love that name, actually. That's very pretty. Quinn is a very pretty name. Tabby Cat's in here. I got to tell you something that happened to me. You know, I don't ask for help. I don't ask for help hardly at all, if at all. No. Quinn, it's fine, honey. Oh, shit. See, Tabby Cat's going to say, oh, shit. Well, you know what? Bless her little heart. She is actually, yesterday, she said, I'll be over. Can I? And yeah, she texted me and said, can I come over and change your sheets on your bed? Now, normally I like to change my sheets every week. But now it's been about 3 weeks and it was starting to I didn't feel comfortable in my bed. She came over and washed my sheets, changed the sheets on my bed. And when she walked in, I was actually cleaning my counters with Kaboom. And the fumes off of that stuff makes it really hard for me to breathe. And so when she walked in, I was doing that and having a hard time breathing. She made me sit down. Of course, my legs were swollen. And she had put in a full day of work and came over and helped me. And I want to thank you for that, Gabby. I call her Gabby. And that was just really sweet. I'm in pain right now. I had to take 4 ibuprofen because my lower right side of my back is killing me due to my sclerosis and arthritis. Oh, Harley, I'm sorry, honey. I hope that you find some relief, sweetie. I really do. And then today, this afternoon, she's going to go grab my medications for me. So I want to thank you for that, Gabby. I really do. I just love you. You're so sweet. So sweet. Joyce, hello. How are you? So today is Troll Thursday, but we have another special little segment for you. I have been in this daggum rabbit hole of watching things on YouTube, and one of them happens to be Mummies. How many of you like Mummies? You're such a dear friend and wonderful soul. I love you so much. I love you too, Tabby. Love you very much. And tell Gary thank you for that shout out. He's so sweet. Tell him I love him too, little stinker. Robin, hugs. Tabby Cat, that's in the chat right now, Robin, she happens to just live a few miles down the road from me. And she came over yesterday and helped me out, and bless her little heart. And she was just a real sweetheart. Oh, Beth, well, I've got something to show you guys. A disc's out of place in my spine. Oh, Harley, I'm sorry. Yeah, back pain is not the best, you know. Oh, well, I'm telling you, Mummies, I really like Mummies. But you can find out so much. So I've been in this rabbit hole of Mummies. So, so what I've been doing is I went ahead and we're going to watch and make sure you guys tell me if you can hear this, okay? We're going to play just a few clips. Are you all ready? Yes, Robin, it was very sweet. No, not the walking muddy Mummies, Miss Kitty, you silly girl. Hi, Deborah. How are you doing? Everybody's doing great. Make sure you go in and check out Emergency Vehicles. Good channel. You'll like it. It could be Harley. Have you gone in and checked it out? Okay, so let's get started with this, all right? Miss Kitty, I could just see you smiling there. Donna! Donna, you watching the World Cup? Is it good? Beth, hello, honey. How are you? Okay, so here we go. Ready? You got y'all? Let me know. Okay, Chaos is ready, man. She likes this kind of stuff too. Okay, so, whoops. Let me get this all queued up. Let me know if you can hear it, okay, when I go to it.
When we opened up the coffin, it was a remarkable occasion because inside the coffin an old man was lying almost like he was in sleep. The preservation was astonishing. He most probably is one of the best preserved mummies of the 17th century.
Now look at all these guys wearing masks.
First of all, we have to make sure the status of the mummy and if it could be transported to the hospital for CT scanning and X-ray analysis. We will also make a 3D image of Mr. Vinsop, so he will be at the service of science even after he's buried in 15 months. He's mainly known as a bishop of Lund, southern Sweden, but he was also a professor in physics, he was an architect, he was an entrepreneur, and also a royal chaplain to the Danish king. So he's a man with many interests and a lot of knowledge. Peter Winstorp is a man that we know a lot of from historic sources.
Look at that.
But his body represents something totally other, namely the everyday life of a citizen of Lund in the 17th century.
Oh, I
what was the health status? How was life in Lund at that time? Winstorp represents quite a long time period. He was 74 years old when he died, so in his body the whole 17th century is encapsulated.
Can you imagine 17th century finding that? Amazing, amazing. Now let me find, I saw another one in here too that I thought was pretty interesting. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here's this one.
It starts with a dead body.
Oh, spooky. Mummies come
Mummified
alive.
Remains of a man known as Sylvester.
Sylvester.
Professors Jerry Conlogue and Ron Beckett have spent the last 30 years examining hundreds of mummies from around the world.
Look at that.
This is their specialty.
This guy is in amazing condition. You know, it almost looks like a wood carving.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that
I've never
something?
seen a mummy this well preserved, that's for sure.
I think the most remarkable feature is his face.
He's recognizable almost if we had a picture.
It's recognizable. He's got eyebrows. Look, you can see it.
Look at his eyeballs.
His eyes.
In his ears.
You can see where they've just
No,
dried,
Jennifer,
but the
you're right
shape
there.
is perfect. And the teeth, it looks like there's a central incisor missing. And I can't help but to admire his mustache.
I like it. I like it
He's got a great
too.
mustache. His hands are also remarkable. The fingernails
This is just
almost
amazing.
look manicured. I mean, they're just so perfect. And it almost looks like he was holding something.
I hope to God that's
An
why I'm
autopsy
being
would
cremated.
destroy
I don't
the
want
mummy.
anybody digging up
But
my
using
body.
state-of-the-art technology, forensic pathologist Dr. Richard Shepard can see inside.
Hey, Lori, how are you?
As a pathologist, of course, I want to see what's happening inside
And
the body,
this,
what's
folks,
happening
is
to
the
the
rabbit hole
internal
I've been
organs.
into
And with this technology,
last
I'm able
couple
to do
days.
that. We can see the skin on the outside, but I can actually also cut down through
Look at
the
the
tissues
technology.
and
Look
look
at that.
internally at the body. We can look at the internal organs and see exactly how they lie and how they are within the body.
Look at
I mean,
that.
the preservation
Amazing.
of this mummy is quite incredible.
So who was he? And how did he end up a mummy? Since 1955, Sylvester has been on display here at the Old Curiosity Shop in Seattle.
Oh, Lori.
My father was the one that got him. He's
Yes,
absolutely
this is
the,
called
the coolest
this
thing
is
we
called
have.
the Smithsonian
He's been
Channel,
very
this
good for
one. But
business.
just type in mummies.
He's really
Carol.
famous. We're not, but he is. The Wild West was
He doesn't
pretty
follow
wild,
my
so
wishes. I'll come
he
back
was a
to
pretty
mine.
tough
That's
guy.
to keep my ashes too.
Sylvester is just a nickname.
Yeah,
No
Ashes
record
is.
survived to tell us who he really was. But there's a legend that dates from the final days of the Old West, chronicled in newspapers and passed down to the tourists.
Now this is the story of the Old West, and it's a story of a man named Sylvester.
I know, Lori.
He
I
was
just
a
am
dangerous
fascinated with these.
gunslinger. In a little town way out in the southwestern deserts, they were in this bar playing cards. And somebody was cheating. I don't know who it was, but one called the other a cheater. And next thing you know,
they were
they go
shot
for their
each other.
guns. The guns are jerked.
Boom.
White gun smoke filled the room.
You're dead,
And Sylvester,
cowboy.
he got hit, took a bullet.
This is amazing.
Picked himself up off the floor, and there was so much smoke in that room that they couldn't see.
Yeah, you would
Tried to
think
shoot
so,
at
but
him
it's
again,
like
but he
wood
got
ash.
away. He slipped out into
For
the
some
desert.
reason, I don't know.
Is the legend of Sylvester, outlaw and gunslinger, based on fact?
I don't know how the
Or fiction. Although sometimes embellished, Tales of famous shootouts, like the one at the OK Corral, are based on historical events.
Sure, yeah.
Was there violence in the Old West? Were there gunslingers in the Old West? Absolutely there were. We know historically who some of them were. Did those people have gun battles? Did they shoot one another? No doubt at all.
And notorious gunslingers like Doc Holliday really did exist.
Documentaries.
But can the same be said of Sylvester?
Dug up, I'm sure things gonna throw dirt back on me. Say, oh hell no. Okay, I gotta go back. Let's see.
When we opened up the coffin, it was a remarkable occasion
because loved.
It starts with a dead body.
Oh, no. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna find it.
The mummified remains of a man known as Sylvester. Professors Jerry Conlogue and Ron Beckett have spent the last 30 years examining hundreds of mummies from around the world. This is their specialty.
This guy is in amazing condition. You know, it almost looks like a wood carving.
There it is. Okay, we got this one.
How do you live?
What's the most detailed thing this shows you?
Well, actually, yeah, okay, good. Then
hey, Paranormal Mama.
Slide in.
We're watching. I know, it was Bentley. Back to matching. Oh, watching Mummies.
We lifted the top off so we could actually get a better idea of what the condition is before we start treatment on the mummy itself. 1, 2, 3, slowly. All right, there we go.
Amazing. Hey, Diva. Carol, thanks for coming in. Look at this. Amazing.
This is the mummy of a 14-year-old boy. We think it dates to about 2,500 years ago, so a little over 500 BC. Right, he's a 14-year-old boy. We know from the coffin that his name was Minerdis. He was the son of Inaros, who was a fairly important priest of a god called Min in central Egypt. People think mummies are kind of big and brutal and tough, but they're actually really, really fragile. So even kind of a small quantity of inappropriate handling can do a great deal of damage.
Amazes me. Oh, look at the feet or those hands. Wow.
Somebody stood the mummy up on end.
Ash.
What happened then was that the legs broke off at the knees, and then the feet broke off at the ankles and rotated sideways. So that's the majority of the damage I think that we're seeing here. The mummy slid all the way down the coffin.
I'm telling you guys.
So we've got decoration on the mask here, repeated decoration on the shin covering and the foot covering, these gilded toenails. And I think opening up this coffin is giving us a whole host of new information which we'll be able to use to better interpret the lifestyle in late period Egypt.
No, you know, it depends on where they were at and how they were, you know, embalmed and what they were put in. And the studies that I've seen, some of them take out all the organs, the brain through the nose, and then they fill them with myrrh and all kinds of different
stuff. The story that
stuff.
Everybody knows about mummies is that they take your brain out through the nose, they take your organs out, they put them in canopic jars, and they put the jars with the mummy. What happens in this later period, and this is one of the more interesting things that one starts to learn, is that the organs were taken out, preserved, wrapped into packets, and then put back in either into the abdominal cavity or into the chest cavity or between the legs. We actually start to open
Look at that. Amazing.
Exactly what it is that we're going to do once we get in there.
And they broke this poor kid's feet to fit in that coffin.
At the CT scan, we can see that inside the body there are packets of organs buried with him, and possibly a scroll placed between his legs.
Oh, so his organs are between his legs, as most men's organs are. Ah, the smell. Oh, I don't think it would have much of smell, would you? I don't know. That's a good question. But why aren't they wearing masks on here? You know, I've heard so many stories about them contracting diseases. You know? I don't know. Okay, now look at this next one. This one is amazing. I shouldn't be watching it. Today's anniversary of my husband's passing. Oh, I'm sorry. You can change the subject here if you'd like. Oh boy. This is a childish face of Rosalie Lombardi, a 2-year-old girl who died of a pneumonia in 1920. Her father, incapable to cope with grief, turned to famous physician Alfredo Celify with a request to keep the body. Look at these mummies. Hi, Star Power. How are you? Look at this. All those skulls. Oh, my word. Woo. Holy Hannah. Oh, my gosh. My heart goes out to you, Carol. I'm sorry about your husband, honey. Look at this little girl. Thank you, Star. You're so sweet. Oh, bless her little heart. Oh, sweet baby. I know, I can't see it either, honey. I could enlarge it, y'all. I don't know if it'll help or not. Oh, bless her little heart. This is in Italy. Wow. Holy Hannah. Okay, let's check this one out. I think the brain shrinks, Ash, just like everything would, you know, without the body fluids and all of that. I think it would all shrink up. This is the same place in Italy with all those places. Yeah. The same little girl. Look at this. Bless her little heart. She died of pneumonia. Okay, here's this one. Hey, Wendy. Oh, that's all right. Hello, doll. I'll be done here. Oh, sorry. There, can you hear me now? I know it's kind of loud, right? Look at these. I mean, it's just amazing, the preservation that they've done in these people. Look at this. It just blows me away. Jillian, how are you doing, doll? Isn't that something? I mean, this just blows me away. Yeah, Wendy, it is. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Oh, boy. Amazing. John Paul Jones. Wow. I'm doing great, Jillian. Thank you, babe. This just blows me away. Now, I haven't seen this one, but the resemblance is amazing. Woo! Wow. But you know, the funny thing is, little B, these people are not mummified. They're basically the same thing as they're doing nowadays to people. You know, they're through the process of being, what's the word I'm looking for, girls, gentlemen, help me figure it out. Look at that. Wow. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, I want to be cremated too. Yeah. Fascinated with the Catholic relics lately, especially at Marie Goretti. Ooh, I'll have to look into that, Evelyn. Embalmed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think what's more scary is knowing that the possibility of my body being dug up from my final resting place and being put on expedition like this is more scary to me. Why would people, I know they're learning and it's fascinating. I love it. 12/20/85, that woman died. Holy shit. You guys, you know what? That is just amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Holy Hannah. I want to be cremated, in my opinion. Graveyards take up a lot of space, but I understand the sentiment is so important. Yes. Graveyards have been for, well, thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Yes, star power. That is what's scary to me. Because I would want to just have a regular resting place, you know? Yep. I want to be cremated and my ashes go out to the ocean or in a calm water setting. That's what I want. Just something real calm and easy, you know? I'm telling you. What do you guys think about them digging up these mummies? Although I gotta say, it's interesting and I like to learn with all that. Hi, Stormtrooper. How are you? Back to Earth. Yeah, yeah, yep. It's crazy. I can't think about what I want. Isn't that something? I don't know, Jennifer, how old you are, but my mom and I used to talk about it all the time because it's so important to know what people want. You know, that's what freaked me out, Ash, was knowing that worms and shit would be crawling in and out. No. I think technology, there's so many memories to be made about the departed, which is greater than a headstone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. Oh no. What's wrong, Stormtrooper? Oh, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Oh. You know what? They're even making ashes or diamonds out of ashes too, Chaos. Soul rests with its body anyway. Yep, you're right, Kimberly. And she's a relic now. I have a hard time with it because she didn't give consent to be put on display for all eternity. Wow, yeah? I gotta look this up. Attacked the young man who was trying to sexually assault her. I gotta look this up, Evelyn. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Saint because of forgiveness. Oh my gosh. I am gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna put that in there. And I'm gonna do get in my rabbit hole. Saint Marie Goretti. Yep. Let's just check this out. Documentary on the life and death of 11-year-old Saint Marie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, but thank you so much. Let's check this out. Let's check this out, y'all. We'll just get a heads up on that while I've got. Let's check it out and see what it is. Okay, this is part 1 and 2. A few times ago, Stormtrooper, it's frustrating. Thought it was morbid to talk about someday. You gotta make plans. That's right, Paranormal Mama. My bus left me behind today, so I went home stressed out badly. Oh, Stormtrooper, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. You're having a bad day, sweetie. I love you too, Robin. Let's see what's going on with this. Not donating me to Body Farm, heck no. My sister is actually donating her body to science. Yep. Saint Marie Goretti.
Just 24 hours after she was born in this room, Maria Teresa Goretti was taken to the local parish priest of her village in Corinaldo, Italy, and baptized in this baptismal font. She was the third child of Luigi and Assunta Goretti, and would become the youngest canonized saint in the Catholic Church. Can y'all hear that okay? Luigi Goretti came from a traditional Catholic family, was intelligent and hardworking. Assunta Carlini was an orphan, made uncommonly strong from a childhood full of sorrow and deprivation. The two met while working side by side in the vineyards of Corinaldo, a medieval city 20 miles from the Adriatic coast. They were married here in the Church of St. Francis on February 25, 1886, where Maria Goretti was later baptized and confirmed.
Beautiful church.
The newlyweds received only one wedding gift, this picture of the Madonna and child.
Aww.
It hangs over the bed in the room where Maria was born. The family lived in this little stone farmhouse as sharecroppers for the landowner Rocci.
Wow, that's a pretty big
house. Their present home was a simple one. No plumbing or electricity, only the necessities. Luigi farmed corn, wheat, and grapes on this small hillside plot behind the house.
God, that's beautiful.
They were able to eke out a living, but it was with great difficulty. And since they were raising
I do too, Paranormal Mama.
Grapes for the wine, and wine was their principal product, the income from that was very low. If they made what we would say is around $500–600 a year from the sale of the wine. That
I know, Ash. Yeah, you can't dwell on it. But it's always nice to have plans, you know?
They needed at least $300 or $400
I know it, right, Wendy?
to live on.
It was a harsh existence. Half of everything a sharecropper harvested or earned went to pay the property owner.
Wealth was really gauged by the amount of land that you owned. The peasantry, if you didn't
I guess I'm going to have to watch this later,
if you were poor, you got poorer. And they got caught in that. See, they were farmers, and they lived in Coronado, and they had a small farm, and they had no way to expand the farm. They didn't have the money.
Yeah, because this is like a 6-part.
They didn't have the capital to invest in the kind of machinery.
Here, let's do this one. Let's check this one out.
I'm in the city of Nettuno, in the sanctuary of St. Mary Goretti. Here's her body down here in the crypt. She died when she was 12 years old. 12. She was stabbed 14 times by a 20-year-old man named Alessandro Serenelli.
Oh. Oh, beautiful.
Her relics are inside here. Her bones are inside this they call it a cast, una maschera. The face you see is it's not her real face. It's a plastic mask, a hard wax mask. And most of her bones are inside here.
Wow. Unbelievable. I know,
she was
right?
killed in 1902 by Alessandro Serenelli, as I was saying. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to walk around this crypt here. Just be patient with me. An artist from this area named Amadeo Tito did this really wonderful exhibit of mosaics that tell the story. So it starts over here.
Evelyn, now you got me going on this one. I'll have to sit and watch this one today.
It's very artistic, very poetic, but very nice. So here's Mary when she was born in the town of Corinaldo, which is in the Marches region on the Adriatic.
Really, Evelyn?
About 4 hours from here. We live in Loreto, just about 45 minutes south of Corinaldo, which I went there a couple weeks ago, and I made another video of it. Drove down here yesterday. Took me about 4 hours to get down here. We're south of Rome on the Tyrrhenian.
Yeah, no kidding.
So here's her parents, her family, who emigrated from the Marches region down here to a town about 6-7 miles from here.
Jeez.
Called Le Ferriere. Her father was a sharecropper, a farmer. He was poor.
What's a relic?
And here's the house, which I'm going to go to this
morning.
A relic
are old
farmhouse
things
where
or something.
They lived for 2 years.
Material
where
objects.
She was killed.
A relic like old things.
Here's Maria, with her parents on either side of her. There's a sun, some
I'm a relic.
doves flying around it.
Just saying.
Here's some scenes kind of from their daily life as farmers, working the field. There were animals, a father with a mule or a horse. She had a lot of brothers and sisters that were younger than her, playing the fields.
Hi, Debbie.
There she is with a dove.
Boy, it's some amazing
In this scene
artwork.
here, her father died. He had malaria. The area where they lived was very swampy. Lots of mosquitoes that carried malaria. A lot of people were dying from it, including her father.
Death of St. Marie Goretti. She was 12 years old.
At that point, her
Very
life
rare
changed
for relics
because she
to
had
be
to help her
released to
mother
other
now in the
countries,
house
but
and take
after
care of
Maria
her little
died,
brothers and sisters
all
while
of
her
her
mother worked
siblings
in the
had to be
field,
adopted out,
taking the place of her
and at
father.
least a couple of them ended up in the U.S. Wow.
But you can still see that they're out
Jennifer.
playing and having a good time as
Old
little
building
kids.
classic as relics, like old pottery, things
Here's
like
where
that.
Maria receives her
Thank
first
you,
communion, which was a very important
Bentley, you were
moment for her. She was very
OUT.
devout, very spiritual. Matter of fact, her sanctity, her spirituality
Her
was
bones
not
are
limited
in
to
there.
what happened
My
when she
gosh.
was killed, when she was murdered, but it was her entire life. She was very
I think
devoted
relics in the
to the
Catholic
Eucharist.
Church are saint remains. Oh, that could very well be Evelyn. I'm going to have to do that.
Here's another scene when
Why
she
was she a
received the
saint?
shield of
Evelyn,
Pope
you
Pius
know about
XII
this
who
story. Why
canonized her
was
in
she a saint,
1950.
babe? I just
And
come
here's her when
upon
she
this.
receives the communion.
Evelyn enlightened me on this
And she
story.
came to this town of Nettuno here, where
Hello,
we are now. It's by the sea, so we've got some
How are you?
pictures of her in the water with the fish, seabirds, seagulls.
Oh, wow.
And here's where things start to change. They were living with a family, or a father and a son, this man named Alessandro, who was 20 years old. In those days, it was not that uncommon for families to sort of live together to help each other out in the field, especially after her father died, because there was just her mother and a bunch of little kids, and so they needed the help of the men in the field. So this 20-year-old man, Alessandro, you can see these really violent scenes here.
Oh my gosh.
Tried to take advantage of her.
I'm doing good, thank
3 times. He tried to rape her. She fought him off 2 times. The 3rd time, he made a decision that if she tried to fight him off again, if she tried to resist him, he would murder her.
Oh boy.
So he got a knife, put it aside, and he pulled her into the farmhouse, tried to rape her. She resisted, and he stabbed her 14 times.
Oh my gosh.
They arrested him. They took her body, or took her when she was being healed, or trying to be healed. They brought her to a hospital here in Nettuno, where she died the next day of her wounds. Here she is in the hospital. The hospital where she stayed is right up the street, about a couple hundred yards away from here where I am, where the sanctuary is. There's
yes,
her mother
exactly,
with her. Her mother's
Jennifer.
name was Assunta, very pious, very holy woman. And here we have kind of towards the end of the story, the end of these mosaics, where you have the house where she was murdered. You have the doves circling overhead. And you have Maria here standing with the tree, sort of symbolizing the tree of life. The important thing that happened is while she was dying here on the deathbed, just a couple hundred yards away from here, she forgave Alessandro, her killer. She said, I want him to be with me in paradise.
Oh.
The fact that she forgave him is very important. It's an important part of the canonization process, deciding that she was worthy of being proclaimed a saint, canonized a saint, and she forgave him. What I think is really neat about this story and really wonderful about the story is that about 3 years after Alessandro was in prison, and he served 27 years, he was given a 30-year sentence. They would have given him life imprisonment, but he was a minor. He was 20. 21 was considered the age of being an adult. He was just actually a few months shy of that, so he got 30 years in jail. He got 3 years off for good behavior.
Thank you, my little darling.
But 3 years after he was in prison,
Hugs.
Maria visited him in a dream, and she had a bunch of flowers, these lilies that she was giving him. She was pulling them out of a basket and giving to him in the dream, and they turned into light. And then Alessandro woke up, and he realized that it was Maria who had visited him, and he decided he wanted to change his life. And he converted. He actually had a couple interviews with the local bishop where he was in prison down in Sicily, and he decided to change his life. Here's the kind of the tree of news, the tree of notices. And it just kind of tells the story, the things that she went through. And now we have the serpent that's being overcome by the dove.
What a story.
And Alessandro, when he got out of prison 27 years later, he came back to the town of Corinaldo, which is where Maria's mother was living, on Christmas Eve, and publicly asked her to forgive him, and the town of Corinaldo to forgive him.
Exactly, Ash.
He entered a friary, a Capuchin friary, not as a friar, but as sort of a lay penitent, and he lived there until 1970 when he died.
1970?
This is Father Mauro Liberati. He was the postulator of the cause of canonization. They put his relics down here in the church, the crypt, together with Maria Goretti. So I'll walk back over here to the body of St. Maria. Very special little girl, just 12 years old, but a real model of humility, of chastity. She fought off this man several times. He was much bigger than her, but she fought him off.
Welcome to Goober Nation.
She's a model for children, for virtue, but especially for forgiveness. Because even as she was dying, she kept saying, Alessandro, what are you doing? If you do this, you're going to go to hell.
Jillian.
Stop. And then as she was dying the next day, she kept praying for him and saying, I want him to be with me together in paradise.
Amazing story, huh, guys? Wow. Amazing. Happy in Denver. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Evelyn, I'm going to get into that today and watch it more. I mean, that's fascinating to me. I just really like that stuff. Oh, my screen. I got a little spot on my screen. Spirit Wolf. Spirit Wolf, here's a question for you. Okay, so we've been watching things on mummies. So, okay, how do I say this? So their spirits, we know that their spirits don't stay with the body, per se. I gave to watch more vids on it. I love to read or watch vids, this kind of stuff. Me too, Radar. I could sit for hours and watch this kind of stuff. Okay, so we know that the spirit rises out of the body. But when a body is exhumed or disrupted, are the spirits in some way still connected with that? I get a little bit confused on that. Do you understand what? Are they disturbed by the idea that their bodies are being messed with? And is there retaliation against that? The Bible says no. Fascinates me. I wish I knew more of it. They may know, but they have moved on. No worries. Okay, alrighty. Okay, Evelyn, my question was, we always know that the spirit rises up out of the body. They separate. My question is, the spirit, do they get upset that their body was messed with? Their remains have been messed with. Directly to heaven or hell, and the body is merely a vessel. Thank you, Jillian. Hey, Emily's World. Okay. Because the reason why I asked that, Spirit Wolf, is sometimes we all know, like, say, the Confederate, where the bodies are still, there's probably remains all over the world that we'll never find, right? Believe that it depends on the individual. Okay. People who have died don't report being upset when their bodies get messed with. Well, I would report it. Oh, man, I hate logical people. I just hate logical people. Oh, that's true, Spirit Wolf. Oh, my gosh. That's funny. Oh, Evelyn, you are just way too smart for me. I would report it myself. I know. I know. I was laughing at myself for asking such a stupid question. Oh my gosh, that was a stupid question. Now that I think about it. Although the Bible says the spirit is gone and at the second of death, the Catholic Church only recently let us be cremated. That's true. They only allow cremation if the ashes are buried all together. Now I don't know how true that is, Jennifer, because here's why I'm saying that. Oh, okay, Evelyn. I think I sound stupid, but because I kind of answered my own question. Because my father, hi Thomas, how are you, my little darling? I'm feeling good today, honey. Thank you. It's nice and cool here. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm Catholic. My dad was Catholic, and we had a Catholic service for him with his ashes up at the top front of the church. Okay, so each one of his kids got a bunch of his ashes, and then we put him up in the business where he wanted to be, up in the ceiling of the business that he owned. So that's what I'm kind of asking. I don't know if that's true or not. But I think maybe in the case of murder, the spirit would be unsettled, so maybe attached to the body still. That's what I'm saying, Jillian. That's what I'm saying. Do you, Evelyn? So I'm not the only one that does that? Remember that many bishops have their own way of doing things. In the last 50 years, They don't jive with the Pope. I know, right, Jennifer? But if not, went on their way. Maybe some ramifications and according to how they were a lot of factors. Okay, right. Okay, thank you. I went to Catholic school and was an altar boy. Mike, you know what? I had my first communion. All of that stuff too. Yeah. Yeah. I told my wife to bury me within 24 hours, then a life of celebration later. We were watching mummy videos, and we did a video on Saint Marie Goretti. And so my question was kind of, do they get upset if their bodies are exhumed, or, it's their final resting place, you would think. This current Pope, by the way, I don't know much about him, Evelyn. I don't know much about him. What about the ones that want to be put with tree roots or whatever it is, but the trees grow in? You're in with the tree. I'm crazy as I am not explaining it right. Oh, I know what you're saying there. My twins are 17, still haven't had their first communion. I'm a bad Catholic. No, you're not, Jennifer. I had my first communion, I think, when I was like 7. And then I had my confirmation when I was like 13. Bones of saints, so the church splits them up to some extent. Saint Marie Goretti. You do, Tim? Cool. Oh my gosh, you need to get with Evelyn. She would love to get some. Go take some pictures. Oh, Emily, these are really interesting. Punky. He is progressive and seems to be true representative of the lovely faith. Wow, I'm going to have to look into that too, Evelyn. Planted with a tree, when I pass, so I become one with the earth. Your ashes are put into biodegradable urn with a tree and flower seeds. What is communion and confirmation? They're Catholic rituals. Kind of like you're baptized, then you have a first communion, then you have your confirmation, which is basically what they are, is rituals into believing of the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, so was a fan of Pope Father Pio. Now, yep, my small gold charm I wear. My grandfather actually had it blessed. I wear it faithfully so he saw the Pope. My great-great-grandfather was a priest. And back then, okay, he was a priest and he has a rosary that was blessed by the Pope. But back then, what happened was my great-great-grandmother's first husband passed away, and his family member, my great-great-grandfather that was a priest, left the priesthood to marry her. Because back then, that's what you did to help the families. Raise the men stepped in and took over. So, the Pope is pretty awesome. Wow. What do you do in the rituals? Well, you just basically confirm. It's a big process. You walk up the aisle. You are anointed with the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's a big ritual about your prayers, and you're just confirming that you are devoting your life to Jesus Christ. Hi, John. Look it up, Emily. Look up confirmation or first. Here, let me look it up for you. Let me do this research for you, Emily. First communion. It's a ceremony in some Christian traditions during which a person first receives the Eucharist, and is most common in the Latin church tradition. There you go. Let's do this. And the Eucharist is the body of Christ. Okay, confirmation in the Catholic Church is one of the 3 sacraments of the initiation into the Catholic Church, the other 2 being baptism and Holy Communion. There you go. According to the Catholic doctrine, the sacrament of the confirmation enables the faithful to be sealed with a gift of the Holy Spirit, strengthening them in Christian life. There you go. Oh, Cheryl. Oh, honey, I'm sorry that you're sick. Thank you, Jillian. I'm going to have to check him out, that Pope. Cheryl, I hope you feel better, babe. I really do. Dory, I'm great. Okay, so getting back to the mummies, have you guys seen the expedition of which I want to go see so bad? And when it comes in, I don't care. I'm going to rent a scooter. I'm going to do whatever I want to do this, but I've got to do it. Is to go and see the expedition of the bodies that are preserved, like the muscles, and he does artwork out of them all. Have you guys seen that yet or heard about it? What is that called? Let me look that up too. Let me look this up. Let me look it up. Human Bodies Exhibit. This one right here. Okay, here we go, guys.
I have found my way to the Real Bodies exhibit at Bally's in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay,
and this is an exhibit that I've always wanted to go and see. And I first heard about this when I was living in California. And they have 20 actual human bodies on display here that have been meticulously preserved. And
this is amazing
they
what
have
this guy
200
does
organs
with these
that
bodies.
are on display here as well. So interestingly enough, I'm here with Mercedes, who's a doctor, and she's having a hard time believing that these are actual bodies and organs. That's a pair of normal lungs right there that you're looking at.
Hello!
So I'm going to just do a walkthrough
Cherry!
and share some of this with you. This is the, what is this? This is the bronchial tree.
Okay, so watch, guys.
See that?
This will
Let the
be
camera
amazing.
focus in. Always wanted to see this exhibit. And this right here is the
I hope you're doing
respiratory
good, Paula.
system.
You just missed that we were talking about mummies. Mummies.
So Mercedes is
there you go. Look at
Mercedes
this.
is having a hard time imagining that these are actual
Was it
human
good?
beings that have been preserved.
Oh my
If I'm not
gosh.
mistaken, the majority of the bodies come from China.
Oh, this is on my this is
can
on
see
my
The detail, the
OBS,
preservation here is
which
just
we can
absolutely
probably do. Well, I don't know if
incredible.
we can or not.
So that's what you
I'm
look
going to
like.
have to go back to the hospital. Oh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry. I'm
That's
going
what
to say
I
a
look
prayer
like
for you, babe.
inside. It's
This
a
is
fascinating
just amazing
exhibit.
what they do with the human body.
Here's the respiratory system.
Let us know, Cheryl,
24
please.
hours a day, 7 days a week, the respiratory
love,
system
Cindy.
delivers life-giving oxygen to awaiting blood cells and removes waste products from the body.
Now, these are real bodies. He did, Cheryl? Or Cherry Cherry?
Fascinating.
Wow. They had it in Seattle. And I didn't get to
And
go
for those
see
of you
it,
that
but
smoke, you're going to want to turn away from this part of the video.
okay, this is for you
You're
that
looking
smoke.
here at a pair of smoker's lungs right there. These lungs appear black and have great discrepancy from non-smoker lungs. This blackening is most likely the result of tar from cigarette smoke and carbon particles. from polluted air. And that's what lung cancer looks like right there.
That was a female action sneaker. There you go.
Mercedes was actually a little bit reluctant to come down here because she's seen all this stuff, she said. And,
look at this. Amazing.
I don't think that she's seen it quite like this before.
Amazing.
This is the median sagittal line.
Ashy little
Looks
stinker.
like they took this individual and just cut him directly in half.
Oh my gosh. Look at here it is. Look at you guys. I want you to notice something. I want you to notice something now. Here it is. We are on Troll Thursday. And we've not had one flippin' troll. How disappointing is that? We have sent out the invitation. Some bits fall off. Oh my God, you girls are cracking me up. Cracking me up. I didn't care for it was a pregnant lady with a baby in the uterus posed in a slightly sexual position. It was just my opinion, but it doesn't sit right. Yeah. Yeah. No, Paula, I don't. Miss Kitty, are you having a bad day, couple days? You've been awful quiet, darling. There was a troll? No, I haven't seen any trolls. It was in Stephanie's chat. He came a day early. Oh my gosh. Actually, he was in Jamie's chat last night. And was very nice. So, you know, I don't mind Carlos being nice, but I don't want him being ornery either. He'd be gone. Look at you guys. We had a lot of fun today. I'm going to be in that rabbit hole again today. Just so that y'all know, I'm going to go put my hair up. Yeah. Folding linens. I still got my eye on chat. Miss Kitty, I love you so much. Thank you. Pastor Jim, how are you doing, honey? How you feeling? How you doing? We named you twice. That's right, Jillian. Jillian, and I haven't seen you in a while either, doll. How you been doing? I miss seeing ya. Mummies give you the creeps? Well, we're not talking about walking mummies or anything like that. Fold a fitted sheet. Yes, you can, Punky. Ah, Jim. That's funny. Typical man, right? Spirit Wolf, I love you, honey. Thank you. Thank you. So I got up this morning. It was cool enough in the house that I actually... Roscoe! Hello, pretty lady. How are you, honey? How are you? Good for you, Emily. Oh, you're looking pretty too. You are the prettiest gal. You guys need to go over and check out Roscoe's family. The woman is beautiful. She does some wonderful makeup tips. And need to check her out. My little man has been sick for a while, but he's looking better. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jillian. Oh, thank you, Roscoe. You're so sweet. Super nice lady. She's so pretty. So pretty. And so humble. You know, guys, I want to say something to y'all out there. Thank you. I got to go get it trimmed. My friend actually got me a gift certificate. So one day I'm going to have somebody take me over and I'm going to get my hair trimmed and, yeah, get it cut just a little bit, but not much. But I want to say something to y'all. Well, maybe I won't. What do you think there, Bentley? Should I say it? Or shouldn't I? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Punky! I say it, we all are ears. It was hot yesterday, so I was so sleepy. I had my evaluation meeting, then an appointment with my hormone doctor. Okay, I'll say it. I'm going to tell you something, guys. When you cross people in other chats or, okay, I'm going to say it, and I don't know if I'm going to say it with tact or diplomacy. Chances are probably not. But when you've got people that you've helped, or people that you've seen that have been good to you and you've been good to them, and then all of a sudden they quit coming around, they don't ask how you're doing, and you see them in somebody else's chat, not specifically talking about you, but saying things that have hurt your feelings, that they're, I don't know how to explain it without saying what I saw, and I'm not going to do that, because I'm just going to say, when you help somebody, don't expect anything Okay. Okay, I know what I'm going to say now. Okay. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you. When you have given your heart and soul to people, and you've never asked for anything in return other than their friendship, and that all of a sudden disappears, you have no idea what you've done. You need to pull up your big girl panties, as I did today. I pulled up my big girl panties, and I realized that some people are just hurtful, and you need to move on from it. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I've worked hard on this channel. And I am by far, not the best channel in this community, nor do I want to be. Hey, Kelly. It's going good. Going good. But by God, I want to at least... God, I just want people to know that if you're hurt, move on from it. Move on from it. You know what these people are all about now. Move on from it, get on with it, and keep working on your channel. I'm getting my head out of my ass on this. I've been, since last night, watching a chat. And keep humble, absolutely, keep humble. And that's what the one behind me is saying too. You ask him, bitch, what's your problem? Come at me. Oh, Ash, I just love you. All I'm saying is, you finally find out when you sit back and you watch just who your friends are. The ones that come around and ask you how you're doing. The ones that don't ask how you're doing. The ones that have taken and just left you in the dust. They got what they needed. So all I'm saying is, Thomas, thank you, honey. Thank you. Oh, 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 look, wait. Spanky's coming, Bentley. Spanky is coming. Are you ready? You ready for Spanky? Thank you so much, Thomas. Oh, 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 there he is, Thomas. There it is. Hello, Tabby Cat. Bam! 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 Watch it. Here comes Spanky. Dun, 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 dun. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, shit. Did I miss him? Where'd he go? Was he over here? Oh, there he is. Thank you so much, Thomas. Bless your little heart. Bless your little, not you. You're supposed to be my soundboard. Why are you back there? You could care less. Oh. I asked the moderators first. Yes. Go find account to help move my mom and sisters because of foreclosure and got attacked everywhere. And I asked the moderators first. Oh, Thomas. Oh, Thomas, thank you so much, honey. Do you need your GoFund in here? You'd be more than happy. I'd be more than happy to post it if you need it in here. Absolutely. All I'm saying, guys, is I got my head out of my ass today, to be honest with you. I'm over it. I'm going to move on. It wouldn't be an imposition at all, honey. Not at all. And I am, God, Thomas, bless your heart. I'm going to start doing more videos. I'm going to start getting back into my sitcoms, my parodies. I am going to, hello, Marie. Oh, thank you. Know which account had my debit card on it. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to work really hard at it. Really, really hard at it. And I am going to start Monday. Yes, I'm going to start doing more comedy. I'm going to, Punky. Absolutely. I need to start doing it. I've got a few things that in the works, and I got to do it. I'm going to do it. And that's just the way it's going to be. No more of this wham baby cry shit. Yeah, my mom's losing the house. She's sick, might die. I don't want to move without her and my little sister, but I can't afford an apartment for me. I'll just get a second job. Oh my gosh. $8 grand to move. It's crazy. Oh, Thomas. Okay, that's what it'll be. More comedy, guys. Thomas, I'm so sorry, honey. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, if you want your GoFundMe, just let me know and we will post it for you. Yes. Yes, Brad, thank you very much. Absolutely. No, Thomas, but we're here to support you, honey. That's what we do in this room. Absolutely. That's what we do in this room. We support everybody. Yep. So I'm going to start doing my, I'm waiting for a few things to pop up. Probably everything should be here by Monday. And I'm going to start doing videos and more comedy. And yeah. Now listen, Saturday is Grandma Uber. So remember to do that. Saturday at noon, it's a 20-minute storyteller for the kids on Grandma Uber's channel. And then tomorrow is Paranormal Fridays with Miss Paula, and our special guest is going to be C. Marie. And then I will have a video for you by Sunday. I'm going to have a video for you by Sunday. And if not one, maybe two. I need to get back into it. So, yeah. Yes, exactly, Kitty. And I have let you all down doing that. I have let you all down doing that. I was doing so good there for a while. And I've just kind of been swept under the carpet, and I am now out of that, and I'm gonna come out swinging. No, Bentley, you stay down, buddy. So, and I apologize, and I'm gonna get my poop in a group and get these back together. So, Tracy, hi, doll. Yes, it does. Yes. Hey, Janie, my little doll. Janie, I just love you to death, honey. We need to really sit and talk one day. I just love you to death. And Janie and I lived in the same area for a while. And she's just a little spitfire. Yes, Thomas, I know. Staying away and keeping positive spirits that helps to save a place to land in the raging seas. I know, Kitty, thank you. And I've got y'all to keep me there. You know, got y'all to keep me there. But, yeah, you do, Thomas. Penny Pincher, my little darling. Hello, honey. Hello. Yeah, I'm going to get back into it. I have to. I got to do Slob the Knob. I got to do that parody for Janie. Then I got to do the parody. I've got about 4 parodies, actually, I need to do. Oh, I love you, Tabby. I love you. You know, a lot I don't tell you guys what goes on behind the scenes here. Number one, I don't want any of you to even, you know, worry about anything that I know, Slob the Knob. I need to do that for Janie. I told her I would. But what a parody name. I know, right? I know. And then I need to do one on the trolls. Then I have one to do with the Wet Willie. Cab 7, my little darling. Cab 7 is a wonderful channel too. If you ever want a great inspirational channel, please go to Cab 7. He is a very, very loved man. And then I'm going to do a parody on Cladodian Gladsaddle. I like to maintain a balance of drama, fun, shit talking, hate watching, love watching, chit chatting. I know that's a hard balance, Ash. Rick Stein, how's it going? I'm doing great. How are you feeling? I'm doing great. I had a rough 2 or 3 days, but you know, the heat does it to you. You know what I'm saying? But today's been a great day. You know, got up and I don't know if y'all do this, but I get the real thick bacon, the thick pork. And what I do is I line this cookie sheet. Mindless drones nowadays, spoiled brats. I hear you, Thomas. I've got this cookie sheet that's got a lip on it. And so I line it with aluminum foil. And then I lay my bacon on it and I bake it slow in the morning. I put it on 300 and I bake it slow. And Cheated on Wet Willie. Yes, Uber, I'm still waiting. Oh, Punky, thank you, honey. Oh, thank you so much. That means the world to me. Watch it. I'm telling you, Punky, you got old Spanky's going to be coming up and doing his thing. I wish I could get one with him doing a little striptease, you know, throwing his thong around, you know. Yes, Kimberly, you do the same thing. Not to what I tell people that they go, what? Oh, look at Punky B. Look it. Here it comes. Bam! 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 Thank you. Oh, wait, here comes Spanky. Here he comes. Dude. Did it. Did it. Did it. Did it. Did it. Did it. Ooh, there he is. Tickle, 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 tickle. I love Spanky. Yeah, Jillian, it is, or Kimberly, it is so good that way. And then all I have to do is, when the last few minutes of it, I just get my little frying pan out, put my 2 eggs in there, and flip them, and I have eggs and bacon. Never fry my bacon again. I know it, Kimberly. And what's nice about it, where are you from, Brad? What's nice about it is that when you're done and you let it cool down, you can just wrap everything up in the aluminum foil. Let it cook in the oven. Yes. Yes. Oh, God, it's so good, Janie. Let it, cool down. Take your bacon out. Put it on your napkin. Drain all the fat. I'm from Washington, Brad. And just roll up the foil and throw it in your garbage. Your pan is clean. Well, I wash it off, but it's, you don't have the hard stuff in there. So it's so good that way. So good. But I made enough to where I can have a bacon lettuce sandwich. Chaos, he's so bad. Is Spitfire a nice way of saying I'm a bitch? Sorry, but I'm behind, just catching up. No, I would never call you that. Ever, ever, ever. I love Miss Janie. I love Miss Janie. Well, listen, guys. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Doggone Evelyn's got me into this St. Marie Goretti now. There's Miss Debbie. I was going to call you after the show, sweetheart. I will call you if you're okay with that. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Keep hold of positive thoughts. Let go of any negativity that tries to take over. Remember, so many love you, hon. Oh, thank you, Radar. Thank you. I love you guys too. Yeah. Okay, Sid, I will. I'll call you here. I got your message, but I've been on the phone like all morning. So, as a matter of fact, I got to call my sister back now too, because I didn't get to call her back either. So I'll call her first, and then I'll give you a call. Shannon, what are you doing, doll? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Goodness. I haven't seen you in here in a long time, Shannon. I hope you're having a good day. I come here for Uber. All cougars are a plus, though. I love Thomas. Oh my gosh. So good to see you in here, Shannon. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, listen, y'all. I'm going to get off here. I'm actually going to make myself a bacon lettuce. I have no tomatoes, so I can't do a tomato sandwich. So, which I don't like really tomatoes that much either, unless they're fresh off the vine. So, I want y'all to know how much I love you. And I'm going to get back to... Hello, I am talking. Hello? Mind your P's and Q's, mister. Do you hear me? Anyway, I was rudely interrupted. Lady Lynn, my little doll, there's one of them I was on the phone with this morning. It's all her fault. I love you too, honey. Yes, Star Power, you guys, I know, Kitty, right? You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'm going to get back into the parodies. Sunday, we will have a new parody up. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And I will talk to you all later. I love you all. And remember, there's always a rainbow. Kim! Hello? There's always a rainbow at that dadgum storm. I love y'all. And Bentley says he loves you too. Tell him you love him. Tell him you love him. Say bye. Say bye. Okay, he says bye. See y'all.